Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Faiza Majid and I am a student of BS Chemistry 6th semester, University of Education, Lahore. Today the topic of my presentation is additional methods for sputtering. But first of all, we will discuss key concept: reactive sputtering, non-reactive sputtering, collimated sputtering, diode sputtering. Reactive sputtering. Standard sputtering use a target of whatever pure material is desired, an inert gas, usually argon. If the material is single, pure chemical element, the atom simply come off the target in that forms and deposit in that form. However, if it is also possible to use a non-inert gas such as oxygen or nitrogen, either in a place or more commonly in addition to inert gas. When this is done, the ionized non-inert gas can react chemically with the target material vapor cloud and produce a molecular compound which then become the deposited film. For example, a silicon target reactively spurted with oxygen gas and can produce a silicon oxide, and a nitrogen can produce a nitride film. There are the numerous variables to be addressed in this process. One important consideration is the distributions of reactive gas inside the chamber, where some inert gas atoms can be reused, ionized, neutralized, and ionized again in the plasma. The reactive gas is chemically consumed to form the desired product compound. In order to produce a constantly reacted film, it is often necessary to use some specific physical means of injecting this gas reasonably uniformly through the entire plasma around the cathode. It is used to only the reactive gas, and some users have processes which run that way. 100% reactive gas, no argon. But it is more common to use a combination of inert and reactive gas, poisoning the target surface, changing it from a plate of pure original material into one which includes some percentage of already reacted molecules. Sputtering material target in the presence of reactive gas mixed with inert gas argon. A mixture of inert plus reactive gas is used for sputtering. Oxidize like aluminum oxide, silicon dioxide, nitrides like titanium nitrides, silicon nitrides, carbides like titanium carbides, tungsten carbides, silicon carbides. Reactive sputtering is a process where a target of one chemical composition is sputtered in the presence of a gas or a mixture of gases that will react with the target material to form a coating of different chemical composition. For example, silicon dioxide. Argon is in the most cases the main gas, and the amount of reactive gas produced into the process chambers is controlled to either achieve a certain amount of doping or produce fully reacted material. Today, reactive sputtering deposition is well established technique and is widely used for industrial coating deposition as well as for the research and development. Research reactive sputtering is employed for production of the thin layers of the high added value product such as flat panel display, solar cell, optical component, decorative finishes. The driving force behind the widespread use of this technique is the fact that operation is called transition region allow high coating deposition rate to be obtained using AC or DC power, thus providing a much superior and alternative to the spurting ceramic compound target with RF power. Reactive sputtering process can provide a significant cost saving as well as production rate advantages. Reactive gases is a type of gas which undergo chemical reaction with the material in contact. Gases that are inert in ambient conditions, such as molecular nitrogen, become reactive. When present in a plasma discharge due to the collision with the energetic materials and subsequent dissociation into the atomic neutral and charge component. More often used reactive gases are oxygen, deposition of oxide film, aluminium oxide, silicon oxide, such as aluminium deposited zinc and indium tin oxide. Nitrogen, deposition of nitride film, for example, titanium nitride, zirconium nitride, and so on. Carbon dioxide, deposition of oxide coating, for example, acetylene, deposition of metal DLC, diamond-like carbon, hydrogenated carbide, and carbon-nitrogen film. Methane, similar application as for ethene. Several reactive gases can be mixed, for example, oxygen and nitrogen, in order to deposit multi-component functional thin film such as oxynitride and oxycarbide. Additional reactive gas is sometimes used to enhance a certain deposition process. For example, addition of nitrogen in silicon oxide reactive sputtering process. Application of reactively sputtering coating. Coating provided by the reactive magneton sputtering are used in a large variety of products. Below are given in a few examples and application. In OLED, organic light emitted diode display ultra-barrier coating are used to encapsulate an OLED device. In food packing barrier, coatings are used to stop water and oxygen vapor transmission, thus preserving food for the longer time. Multi-layered oxide anti-reflective coating are used to reduce the amount of reflected light. Scratch resistance coating, multi-layer oxide filter for laser. TCO, transparent conducting oxide layers, are used in FPD, flat panel displays, and solar cell as a transparent conducting electrodes. Next, oxides and nitrides coating are used for decorative purposes, and metal DLC coating are used as a hardware's resistant layers on various mechanical components such as mechanical component, for example, drill bits, mill, automotive components such as piston rings, shaft, and gears. Consumer items, for example, knife blades, watch cases. Nitrides coating for tools. Oxynitrides coating have too many applications to list them all here. One interesting application is the solar absorber layers. For example, using chromium oxygen nitride and tellurium oxygen nitride in thermal solar cells. Non-reactive sputtering. Non-reactive sputtering is a process with a target of one chemical composition. For example, elemental silicon is sputtered in the absence of reactive gas. For example, nitrogen oxygen to form a coating. Inert gas, for example, argon is used. Benefit of deposition hard tellurium nitrides thin film by the non-reactive sputtering. Next, the mechanical and tri-biological properties of tellurium nitride coating prepared in the conventional magneton sputtering chamber according to the two different. The usually reactive sputtering of tellurium target in an argon nitrogen atmosphere versus the comparatively more simple sputtering of nitride tellurium nitride target in a pure argon atmosphere. Improved properties in the term of hardness and wears are obtained for the film prepared by the non-reactive sputtering route due to lower presence of oxynitride species. Second, crystalline domain size. Third, additionally, a significant hardness enhancement is obtained when a 100-volt DC bias is applied during the growth. This behavior is explained by the non-columnar growth and small grain size induced by the effective ion bombarding. These results demonstrate that non-reactive sputtering of tellurium target appears a simple and efficient method to prepare hardware resistance of the tellurium nitride film. A simple preparation of the sample tellurium nitride coating were prepared on ASI M2 polished steel NaCl and silicon substrates by RF sputtering of titanium nitrides or titanium target in argon or argon nitrogen discharge respectively. These applied powers was 250 watts and target diameter is 2 inches. Non-intentional heating was applied to the substrate. The base pressure of the vacuum chamber was found to be the lower than 6.5 in 10 raised to power minus 4 Pascal and about 0.75 Pascal during deposition. Unbiased and DC negative biased film are prepared in both cases. A superior underlayer of the titanium and titanium nitride is deposited for the adhesion improvement using the same sputtering power and 100 watt of negative bias. Conclusion: 4 titanium nitride films has been prepared by magneton sputtering, reactive sputtering, non-reactive sputtering, and with or without bias assistance. The sample prepared by reactive sputtering of titanium target using argon-nitrogen mixture shows small grain size and more titanium oxygen nitride species than their corresponding size prepared by direct sputtering of titanium nitrogen target with argons. Additionally, there also show worse wear resistance and lower chemical properties. The bias reduces the grain size and causes lattice distortions, exhibiting micro and macro strain. Mechanical properties are improved, especially for the samples prepared from a titanium nitrogen target. This improvement is mainly caused by replacement of the columnar structure by a dense morphology due to the application of a bias. Besides of the low grain size, lattice distortions, and reduced presence of oxynitride species. Therefore, non-reacting routes appear as a simple option to prepare titanium nitride thin film with good mechanical and tribiological performance, which result of practical interest for many applications. In this material is used for protective and decorative. Now it's time to discuss collimated sputtering, the ejection of electron from the surface of material by the bombardment of with energetic particles is called sputtering. Collimated sputtering is a physical deposition method where a collimator is inserted between a conventional full phase erosion sputtering target and substrate. Sputtering is the momentum transfer process in which atoms from the target or cathode are driven off by the bombarding ions. Sputtered atoms travel until they strike a substrate where they deposit to form the desired. Typically, sputtering and thylography are incompatible. The isotropic sputtering plume coats the resistant side walls, making lift-off difficult. Collimator, which is used touching the substrate, select sputter atoms with a narrow range of trajectories. The result is a materialization source similar to the thermal evaporation but capable of deposition metal. Collimator. What is collimator? Collimator is a plate of hexagonal cell that act as a filter to remove obliquely incident atoms before they arrive at the substrate. Only material with nearly normal incident trajectory may pass through the collimator and deposit on the surface of the substrates. Collimated sputtering was initially evaluated for the conductor level deposition in order to improve the filling of recessed features. Although the method has been successfully used to fill dense structures, deposition depositing thick conductor film is insufficient because most of the sputtered material is captured by the collimator, using the collimator to clog quickly, necessitating frequent replacement. A more common use of the collimating sputtering is associated with the deposition of thin liner film. For example, thin collimated aluminum alloy film has been used as underlayers for the aluminum reflow processes. Also, collimated tellurium and tellurium nitride film are used as a contact adhesion layers for chemically vapor deposition materialization. Collimation provides better button and side wall coverage for the small high aspect ratio features than conventionally sputtered film do. Collimated sputtering film often exhibit unique properties because the angle of incidence of deposition atom is controlled. Collimated aluminum magnesium alloy have superior electron migration resistance compared to the non-collimated aluminum magnesium. Collimated tellurium nitride film appear to exhibit denser grain structure when compared to the film deposited with higher amount of obliquely incident flux. Tellurium nitride tellurium adhesion layer by collimated sputtering. Formation of tellurium nitride and tellurium adhesion layer by collimated sputtering for a structure surface with a high aspect ratio is investigated. The bottom coverage is stimulated and in stimulated experimental results are in agreement if the scattering of sputtered particles by the gas is small. Three-dimensional stimulation of the wall coverage predict a formation of construction at the top of contact hole, and formation of construction is confirmed experimentally. Formation of construction causes the peeling of adhesion layer when a chemical vapor deposition tungsten film is deposited. To avoid the formation of construction, a trapped contact hole is used. Contact resistance and junction leakage characterization can be improved by collimation sputtering when a adhesion layer is deposited in contact with high aspect ratio. So this technology is advantageous in contact formation in device with submicron structure. How rate of collimated sputtering is increased. A collimated sputtering method that enables to improve the deposition rate per applied unit power and bottom coverage is provided. This method contains a step of controlling a condition of glow discharge in a chamber to increase a rate of sputtered species that is contained in a specified angle range and passes through a collimator. The rate of sputtered species that can pass through the collimator is increased. Also, the rate of passed species traveling parallel to the normal direction is increased. A smaller range of arrival angle during the deposition can also non-uniform fill. If a material is required to be deposited in a deep contact via large angle distribution can cause problem. The goal is to fill high aspect ratio holes by the more directional sputtering with narrow arrival angle distribution. Insert a panel, a plate with the high aspect ratio holes. Sputtering at the low pressure means path is long enough that few collisions can occur between collimators and wafer. Species with velocities nearly perpendicular to the wafer surface pass through the holes. Reduce deposition rate considerably. Most sputtered items cannot reach the substrate. Last one is diode sputtering. Diode sputtering, if a negative tensional difference such as 1000 volt is applied between the target and the substrate in a rare field argon environment, electron released from the target collide with the argon atom and ionize them, giving them a positive charge. These are then accelerated towards the target and strike it at a high energy, releasing the target material. However, diode sputtering required a relatively high process pressure because the electron flow a short, direct route to anode, so the probability of any given electron striking a given an argon atom, the collisional cross-sectional, is relatively low, and many gaseous atoms are needed to increase this. This in turn means that sputtered material goes through many collisions with gas atom greatly reducing the amount actually reaching the substrate. Deposition rate are low, and much of the target material coats the system rather than the substrates, but coverage of uneven surface can be highly unified. Thank you for watching this video.